Imagine my horror as I approached the sink and saw a spider clinging to the side. Its leg span was about 4 inches. What was incredible though is that it was obviously cleaning itself by drawing the lower part of its back leg through its mouth parts and then rubbing its foot against its spinnerets on its back end. This is actually quite fascinating. So I researched this further, and this is a male giant house spider, which is Eratigena atrica species group. These spiders are common in UK houses, especially in late summer and autumn when males wander in search of females. They are harmless to humans, not aggressive, and their fangs rarely pierce skin, which is nice to know. They often end up in sinks and baths because they can't climb the smooth surfaces to get out. This is standard spider housekeeping behaviour, apparently, which includes cleaning the leg hairs, called setae. The spider's legs are covered in sensory hairs that detect vibrations, air currents, and even chemical cues. They need to keep these clean, so the spiders use its mouth parts and comb along the leg, removing dust and debris. Moistening with saliva. As it runs the leg through its mouth parts, it's probably adding a little saliva to help clean and condition the hairs. Rubbing against the spinnerets at the rear. After cleaning, spiders sometimes draw the legs down to the spinnerets, and this may serve 2 purposes: removing debris, wiping off anything loose during cleaning, and silk maintenance, coating or aligning silk handling hairs. I captured the spider in a pot and put it outside, but the story doesn't end there. Later that night, just before going to bed, I noticed a spider just like this one on the floor in the house. But the fact is, I think it was exactly the same spider due to the markings on its abdomen. It was very late and I couldn't be bothered to get rid of it. So then the next day, I noticed a smaller spider, the female, and beside it the remains of the other larger spider, the male. The female had killed the male. So I researched this further. After mating, the female giant house spider typically eats the male, who dies following the successful mating period. This behaviour is a form of sexual cannibalism, where the female consumes her mate after cohabitation and the completion of the reproductive process, and this secures a meal and potentially improving her reproductive success. A female giant house spider can lay eggs from 1 week to several months after mating, as she can store fertilized eggs for extended periods and lay them in a silk sac. The eggs, typically 50 to 60 per sac, will then take 30 to 50 days to develop before the spiderlings emerged to live within the sac for a short period of time before dispersing. Isn't that amazing? So there's a lot here I didn't know, which is why I thought I'd share it, because I thought it was just really interesting. So thank you for watching.